A very good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News on TV1. We're coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst studios here in Colombo. Let's first start off with a look at your top stories this afternoon.
Counsel for Udanga Veeratunga informs court of his client's desire to return to Sri Lanka. 3 suspects including Habaraka Vasantha connected to the Mathura robbery identified. Results of the Dahampasal examinations released to the web for the first time. Tusker Digadantu located. Team of 5 veterinarians dispatched.
Your lead story this afternoon. President's counsel Anil De Silva today informed court that his client, former Sri Lankan ambassador to Russia Udanga Veeratunga, who is alleged to be connected to the MIG deal, is expecting to return to Sri Lanka. Now, this transpired when the case was taken up before Fort Magistrate Lanka Jayaratna this morning. The Attorney General's Department informed court that Udanga Veeratunga has been arrested by authorities in Dubai, adding that he is currently at the Admin State Prison. Accordingly, the AG's department informed that if Veeratunga is to arrive in the country, Sri Lankan officials must go to Dubai and escort him back. Meanwhile, court granted permission for the Police Financial Crimes Investigation Division to investigate into 40 accounts at 7 commercial banks held by 5 high-ranking officials of the Sri Lankan Air Force who are alleged to have intervened in the MIG deal. Moreover, it was revealed before court that a sum of 30.57 million rupees from an account under Veeratunga's name at a commercial bank in Sri Lanka had been transferred to an account in the United Arab Emirates. After 7 days, all accounts under Udanga Veeratunga's name were frozen by the Central Bank of Sri Lanka. The Attorney General's Department informed court that an investigation has been launched to verify how money was transferred against a backdrop where a court order had been issued freezing his accounts. Tusker Digadantu, who was reported missing, has been located in the Veeragala area in Kahapallakara Forest Reserve following a search operation carried out by wildlife officials.
A search operation with the participation of 13 teams were launched yesterday to locate the tusker who was reported missing while being treated near the Kalavava Forest Reserve. Accordingly, it was confirmed yesterday that the tusker was discovered at the Kahallapallakale Forest Reserve, located 21,690 hectares from the Kalavava Reserve. A team consisting of 5 veterinary surgeons have been dispatched to treat the tusker. The tusker was recently found with a gunshot wound on its left leg as a result of the human-elephant conflict. Thereafter, a team led by veterinary surgeon for Northwestern Province and Anuradhapura Dr. Chandana Jayasinghe began treating the tusker. Digadantu has the longest tusker in the Kalavava Reserve.
3 suspects connected to the recent robbery at a jewellery store in Mathura have been identified.
Police media spokesperson S.V. Ruwangunasekara said key underworld figure called Habaraka Vasantha is also among them. A revolver, firearm and several bullets have been taken into custody while inspecting the suspect's residence. S.V. Ruwangunasekara said the firearm is suspected to have been used in the shootout carried out during the robbery in Mathura. He said the wife of Habaraka Vasantha was arrested following the inspection and she has been handed over to the Organised Crimes Investigations Division for further investigations.
The British Council, in partnership with the Lanka Social Venture Organisation and the UN's ESCAP, together released a report yesterday titled State of Social Enterprises in Sri Lanka.
The report offers an elaborate understanding of the state of affairs in the country, while also offering steps that need to be taken to promote social enterprise. Speaking at the event, Minister Rishad Badudin said, I quote, Sri Lanka has a long history of social enterprise activity, but they haven't been viewed as social enterprises. And according to today's report, there is an emerging social enterprise sector, unquote. The report shows there is a striking gender disparity in the sector, with only 1 in 3 women being in leadership roles. Further, lack of awareness and lack of government support are also issues that contribute to the stagnation of social enterprise.
And welcome back to the news. The Presidential Commission investigating Sri Lankan Airlines, Sri Lankan Catering and Mihin Lanka convened yet again today. The manager of the in-flight services at Sri Lankan Airlines, Rushmore Ferdinands, testified today as well. He will be questioned by the Commission on the contract Sri Lankan Airlines had entered into with Phoenix Rising Ventures to provide duty-free services on behalf of the national carrier. Yesterday, Ferdinands testified at times excess stock of duty-free goods brought down from Phoenix Rising Ventures were re-exported to a third-party destination. He said it was a deviation from the usual practice of resending excess stock back to the supplier on the sale or return policy. The Pulathisi Poson Udane program will be held at the Polonnaruwa Galviharaya today as well. News First are the official media sponsors for this event.
The exposition of the sacred relics of the Mihidu Maharat Thera, which brought from the Nelligali International Buddhist Center, is being held at the Polonnaruwa Galviharaya. A large number of devotees arrived at the Galviharaya to pay homage to the sacred relics. Special pujas were held this morning for the sacred relics. Chaturaka Sirisena joined the puja that were held this morning. Following a special puja which was held this morning, the relics were moved to the Nelligali International Buddhist Center from the Polonnaruwa Galviharaya.
This was the National Poson Zone this year and was attended by the President. The Sirasa organization provided media sponsorship for this holy endeavour. I invoke blessings on all those who volunteered, including the students of the Daham Pasals in the Polonnaruwa districts and other voluntary organizations.
Next year too, we will meet all of you with a similar exposition of sacred tooth relics. I must thank the Chief Thera of the Nelligali Viharya, Venerable Daham Ratna Thera, and the Chairman of the Sirasa Media Organization along with his team. I also thank the Commander of the Army and all members of the Tri-Forces and all the other voluntary organizations that are present here.
හමුදාවේ හමුදා නිලධාරීන්ට සහ මේ පැමිණි සිටින ස්වේච්ඡා සංවිධාන මේ සියලු දෙනාටමත් මා ස්තුතිපූර්වක.
Meanwhile, several dansa will also be held day and night for devotees arriving in Polonnaruwa until the 30th of this month. A display of lanterns organized by the Tri-Force, Civil Defence Force and the police will be held in line with the Pulathisi Poson Udane.
Still in local news, the construction of a power plant across the Maliboda Ranwala Oya in the Dharaniyagala Divisional Secretariat has been temporarily halted. This was following an investigation conducted by a special team in the area on the alleged damage to the environment and property.
The power plant is expected to contribute a capacity of 750 kilowatts. However, according to area residents, the construction of this power plant has caused significant pollution to the environment. Area residents objected to the project on a number of occasions. The Dharaniyagala Divisional Secretariat was informed that estate houses situated close to the power plant were damaged during certain explosions at the construction site. With the intervention of the Divisional Secretariat, an investigation into the matter was conducted today by the Office of the Central Environment Authority, the National Building Research Organization and a number of other organizations. Instructions were given to halt all explosions at the construction site until a report on the issues caused by the project is compiled.
The results of the Dhamma School final examination have been released to the web.
Commissioner General of Examination Sanat Pudita said that this was the first time that results of the final Daham Pasal examination were released to the web. The results can be accessed on the website www.doenets.lk. 98,500 applications were submitted for the examination, out of which 57,247 sat the exam. The examination was held on the 24th and the 25th of March and 691 examination centres island-wide. The evaluation of papers were conducted by 83 evaluation panels.
And some news from the political arena this afternoon. A conference titled The Endless Constitutional Process and the 20th Constitutional Amendment was held in Kandy. Speaking at the event, parliamentarian Nalinda Jayatissa expressed these views.
New York Times
According to a report by New York Times, President Mahinda Rajapaksa was given $7.6 million, that is 1,000 million Sri Lankan rupees by China. Why was this money given through the Chinese company? It was to ensure his victory and continue their Chinese projects in the country without any interruptions. There is no need to distribute money among 113 people. Giving one person this money is enough. It is sufficient to buy over one person with these powers of an executive president who can make arbitrary decisions.
A program to raise awareness among state officials on the future development program of the Hambantota district was held in Angudukola Palace. State Minister Dilip Vedarachi was questioned on the preparations for future elections.
We are not intimidated by the election. The United National Party will not at any time be intimidated to face an election. The President and the Prime Minister will hold the elections once they are announced by the Elections Commissioner. We are not afraid to face this election.